so here's the old sump pump here. All right, here's the old sump pump here, and pretty worn out. And one thing I noticed is they didn't even have a check valve installed, so they installed it wrong from the beginning. So we are remedying that now. Here's our check valve. So I'm just going to replumb the whole thing from beginning to end, because this wasn't even done right, and it was sloppy work as well. So we're gonna just redo it. So here we go. First thing is we'll get the pipe length right. We'll put the adapter on. We're gonna tape this up, and that'll go screw into here to the pump. All right, so let's get to it. All right, so the first thing we want to do, we got a fresh 1.5 inch pipe and a 1.5 inch threaded adapter, which is going to plug screw into the sump pump. So let's glue this up first. One more time, prime it. Okay, prime. All right, now we're ready for glue. Let's make sure I get it all the way though. Sometimes. Okay. All right. Glue. Glue. All right. Let's get that on there. Push it and turn. Hold. And just kind of wipe it, the excess. Won't be in the water anyway, so. But still, gotta hold it down for a minute. And that'll be it on glue and primer. We're all done with that. Just one glue we needed. That was it. Section is going to turn in. Okay, there it is. We got the threading. I'm gonna get our pump over here. And we're just gonna screw that in and tighten it. Alright. Once it's tight, we'll just do a couple more turns by hand and that's it. Alright, so here we are. There's the vent hole we need on the side. Everything's glued, locked in. We got the cord through the plate and through the gasket. We're getting ready to drop it in. Here we go. Alright, there it is. Okay. Now, let's put this over here for a minute because we're going to plug it into a dedicated circuit that I have over here. We'll plug it into that one. Before they were plugging it over with the washer, so that's we want to have it on its own. So let's do that. All right, next step is to get this check valve on and tied in with the other thing. And if it's a little bit long, I will just cut this down a little bit to get it to size. Here we go. All right, so here we are. So we've got this clamped on the top part of the check valve, and you see it goes in the order of the flow here, so it's got to be this way, that way nothing feeds back into it. This is something that was missing on the old system. They didn't have a check valve at all, so that was not helping with the functioning. So now to get this right, we need to go ahead and mark where we're going to make our cut and bring it in. So let's do that real quick. All right, so boom. So we're going to cut here. It's going to come up into the fitting like that. So this is where we want to make our cut. All right, now we'll just bring him back up again to make our cut. Okay, there we are. Nice cut made. Nice and simple. Milwaukee plastic pipe shears. Does a good job. Nice cut. That's what we want. So that's ready to line up now with the other side. Let's put it in again. And lock it in. Okay. All right, there we go. We got everything locked on. Sump pumps in there, all properly done. Unlike the other install, this is correct and done correctly. I mean, this wasn't even tied into the sump pump at all. Look, it didn't even have a threaded connection or anything. It was just sitting down there, so it wasn't even effectively working, right? With this new rebuild, it is correct and perfect in every way. All right, so we're ready to put the caps on, plug it in. Well, we'll give it a test first. I'm going to put some water in there and see. All right, here we go. I didn't wait long enough. Okay, hold on. It just worked. That plug does work then. Let's wait again. It actually got it. It just emptied it out actually really fast. Let's do it again. Got to wait a little longer than I did. First I thought maybe there was no power or something, but there is. This takes a minute to get up there. Put some more water in here. I want to fill this up a little faster. Here we go. All right, so there we are. It's all locked in, ready to go. Cover back on. Everything's in good shape, ready. Much better shape than it was before. That's a good working thing. It's on its own circuit as well, like it's supposed to be. So there we go.